Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the drama film, Who Am I? If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Berlin hacker Benjamin Engel is seated in a questioning area. The officer in charge reports that Benjamin requested to conduct the interview to Hanna Lindberg, head of Europol's cyber division. If Hanna listens to him, Benjamin claims to have information on both FR13NDS/FRNDZ/, a notable hacking organization with 4 members linked to the Russian cyber mafia, and MRX, a notorious hacker well known on the darknet. Hanna is forced to take a seat. Hanna is told by Benjamin that he is like a superhero since, like many superheroes, he also lacks parents. Benjamin never knew his father because he left the family before he was born, and his mother committed suicide when he was 8 years old. He shares an apartment with his elderly grandmother. Since he was socially uncomfortable as a child and hence never recognized by most people, he views his superpower as invisibility. He claims that at the age of 14, he began learning programming and performed his first system hack. In contrast to how he felt in real life, he felt a feeling of community online. He met his hacking idol, MRX, who is an anonymous hacker who can access any system, while spending the majority of his time on the darknet. He is what Benjamin wants to be like. However, he had to work as a pizza delivery boy to pay the expenses because he was unable to attend college. He tells Hanna that he once spotted Marie, a girl he has loved since they were in elementary school, while delivering pizza to a group of classmates. He made the decision to assist her and play the role of a superhero after observing her struggle with exams. He went to the university and used their computers to download the exam questions, but a security guard caught him and had him detained. He was made to complete community service as punishment despite never having had a criminal record. Hanna learns that Max, a fellow hacker whom Benjamin perceives to be the antithesis of himself, a gregarious, cocky, and confident individual, was met while working on cleaning the streets as punishment. Max afterwards introduced him to Stefan and Paul, 2 of his co-workers. After Benjamin demonstrated his hacking abilities, Max told him that the idea of social engineering is the best type of hacking. Since Benjamin had to place his grandmother in a nursing facility owing to her Alzheimer's disease, they decide to start a hacking club called Clowns Laughing at You, also known as Clay, and use Benjamin's home as a base of operations. They engage in pranks that cause general mayhem in Berlin and gain popularity on social media. However, Max's obsession, MRX, openly mocks them. Max, who is enraged, wants to carry out an even more extreme breach, and Benjamin suggests hacking the headquarters of the BND, German Central Intelligence. This absurd notion impressing them, the group agrees with Benjamin and decides to hack the BND to wow MRX. They manage to break into the BND building via dumpster diving and phishing, and once inside, they hack the internal systems and printers to print their "No System is Safe" logo all over the place, impressing MRX. When they celebrate in a bar, though, Benjamin witnesses Max kissing Marie. When Marie pays him a visit, Benjamin is enraged and won't let them into the house, making him angry as well. He calls MRX covertly, feeling inferior, and offers him useful information, a database from BND's private servers that he hacked when he was inside the BND headquarters, impressing MRX. The following day when the group shows up, Benjamin is still enraged and confronts Max, who then beats him up. However, Paul notices while watching television that Krypton, a member of the FR13NDS, was killed. After checking them, Benjamin finds that the information identified Krypton as a double agent working with Hanna to expose MRX and FR13NDS, and that Clay is now classified as a terrorist organization for hacking the material. Benjamin acknowledges giving the information from the BND to MRX. In an effort to cleanse their names of involvement in the murder, Benjamin approaches MRX. In return for MRX's identity and a hacking tool, MRX directs them to hack into the Europol database. They fly to Europol's headquarters in The Hague to try and break in, but they are unable to do so after dissolving their hard drives in acid to destroy data. The sewers are locked, the headquarters dump their waste in a secure building, and phishing attempts were unsuccessful. But while he inspects the structure, Benjamin spots a group of students who are there, and one of them slips his visitor card. Benjamin tricks a guard into letting him in and puts a hacking device inside the building using Max's instructions on social engineering. In order to prevent MRX from being discovered when he tries to obtain access, he then hacks into the internal Europol systems and gives MRX away, and that is covertly embedded inside a double Trojan horse. However, MRX foresees this and exposes Benjamin by taking a picture of him using his webcam. When a group of Russian mobsters discovers Benjamin, he is forced to leave. He manages to get away in the subway. When Benjamin goes back to the hotel where he was staying with the group, he discovers that they have been killed. He made the decision to turn himself in to Hanna, proving that he is serious after claiming that he hacked her profile and gathered personal information about her, knowing that he had no other option and that friends would kill him. In exchange for their capture, Benjamin will be placed in a witness protection program by Hana, who has been suspended for failing to catch friends in MRX. The actual MRX is compelled to enter the darknet servers using dangerous means, which gives Benjamin the opportunity to expose him. Benjamin joins in as MRX himself and circulates false information about MRX being a snitch. A 19-year-old American boy from New York City named MRX is identified by the FBI while he is being detained in a coffee shop. Hana discovers that Max, Stefan, and Paul are all made-up characters after agreeing to offer Benjamin the witness exchange program and noticing a wound running through his palm, the same one Max sustained after running a nail through his hand. She contacts Benjamin's doctor out of devastation, who informs her that his mother had multiple personality disorder and committed suicide as a result of it after realizing that the condition may be carried genetically. Hana draws connections between the various plot gaps in Benjamin's narrative and discovers that he alone was Clay, he did all the atrocities, he alone breached the BND, and he buried his grandmother's World War II bullets in the hotel to make it appear as though they were slain, picturing the trio as a result of his illness. Since people with mental illnesses cannot be granted witness protection, Hana approaches Benjamin after he experiences an emotional collapse. However, Hana changes her mind and grants him access to the witness protection program, which turns out to be an actual program with data on all German people. This is where Benjamin assumes a different identity. When leaving Benjamin off, Hana explains that she is letting him go since he genuinely wants to remain invisible. She also stipulates that he must never hack ever again. On a Scandlines ferry sailing toward the north, Benjamin, who has grown out his hair golden, is by himself. However, Marie, Max, Stefan, and Paul all of a sudden join him. When Benjamin returns to the hotel, he finds the guys there still alive. He tells them to get away because MRX knows who he is, but they won't leave him behind. In the narration, Benjamin boasts that he pulled off the greatest social engineering hack ever. They come up with a plan for Benjamin to go to Hana and dictate the story, intentionally leaving plot holes that she will probably figure out, and then use her sorrow over him to get him access to the witness protection program. They also plan to prick his hand with a nail to make the story seem true. It was discovered in the server room that Benjamin entirely erased his identity rather than changing it. Benjamin predicts that even though Hana would eventually catch on to his lies, she won't go looking for him because she got what she wanted. Indeed, Hana has an epiphany and smiles as she understands the truth during a news conference declaring the defeat of FR13NDS and MRX. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.